That was Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin off their 1970 album Led Zeppelin 3. It has been an exercise in restraint to not use Led Zeppelin as a bumper video so far. I love that band so much. Hi, my name is Bean and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 170 of the Beatles tournament. That's round 2, match 43. There are 64 matches in round 2, so just 21 left after this. If you're new here and you're not sure what a Beatles tournament is, let me do a little explaining for you. What we did was we took every single Beatles track, we threw them into a single elimination style tournament, and now they're battling head to head until we have one left remaining in the end, and that'll be the very best song the Beatles have ever released. It's not the most scientific way to determine what the best song the Beatles have ever made is, but it is probably one of the most fun ways to do it. At least if you're down with tournaments like I am, I fucking love this. Today, we have 2 tracks from fairly close to each other going head to head. First up is I Am the Walrus, which was released on Magical Mystery Tour, which came out in 1967. That song went up against If I Fell in the first round, which is a sweet little song, but I Am the Walrus has a bit more going for it, even if it isn't my favorite song. Spoiler alert. And that'll be going up against Across the Universe, which was released on their 1970 album Let It Be. Super great song. I love Across the Universe. That one's such a good song that there's a Beatles-based movie named after that song. That went up against Bésame Mucho in the first round, which I really, the Beatles version of Bésame Mucho was alright, but last time we listened to Bésame Mucho, we listened to a version by the Coasters that was just way better than the Beatles version and any other version that I could pull up. Just that guy's voice, the bass voice. Bésame, bésame mucho. Super great song. So these are 2 absolute monsters of a song going head to head, so let's just go ahead and get into it. We will be playing these songs reversed with a bit of distortion, and that's to avoid any kind of copyright strikes or blocks that I might get from playing Beatles videos. I don't mind the copyright strikes so much. Well, I don't mind the copyright claim so much because it allows me to still play. I just can't get monetized. But a copyright block, like a blocked video, you can't look at. So we have to do it this way. Anyway, let's have a little bit of whiskey and get going. I'd also like to introduce you to my new friend. I'm going to try to find a way to put him in every video, him or her, or it. We'll just call it it. Basically, this cat, we got this cat at my old job when I was working there. The one that I had the glorious quitting video on where I set my work shirt on fire. That job. And this was just sitting on top of the microwave in the break room at my work. And when I went to gather all my shit to get out of there, I took the fortune cat too. So I'd like to invite you to name my cat. What is the battle cat's name? Right now, I'm just going to call it Battle Cat. If that's a good enough name, just let me know in the comments. But if anyone has a really cool name in the comments, I'll name the cat after that name. Let's go ahead and get right into these songs. First up, we have I Am the Walrus. Goo goo gajoo. Now, that isn't my favorite Beatles song, but I do really enjoy the sheer experimentation at hand here. Like, they're playing with so many different sounds, they're using voice samples, they're obviously playing a lot of studio tricks, and it's all in an effort to befuddle their audience. The whole theme of the song essentially is, why don't you fuckers figure this one out? Because people were trying to analyze their music so much where there weren't really a whole lot of like analytics to be had. Sorry, I had to adjust my microphone there. So they just made a song to kind of just intentionally fuck with people that are trying to analyze their lyrics. I've always thought the Beatles' lyrics were pretty straightforward for the most part. This song is an exception, except that it obviously was made to confuse people, and it did a really, really good job at that. What else was it? There's Glass Onion that they did the same thing with, and I think I cut Glass Onion already, but that one is like, it's the one that says the Walrus was Paul, and it's trying to kind of like help you decode the Beatles. They're still just fucking with you. There's no decoding the Beatles. There's really not much more that they're saying than what they're saying in the music, as far as I can tell. It's not that vague. Anyway, enough about I Am the Walrus. Here's Across the Universe. I love that song. I don't know about you guys, but I used to, well, I still kind of do when I'm singing along with this song when there's no lyrics in front of me. But the little part where he says Jai Guru Deva, like, it's easy just to change that into whatever gibberish you think it sounds like. And I feel like most people who listen to it do that. But it actually means something, and that's pretty cool. Jai Guru Deva translates to, well, there's Jai, J-A-I, and that's glory or victory too. Guru is obviously a teacher, and Deva means of God. So glory to the teacher of God, basically, is what they're saying. And Om is really just like, it's a pretty standard mantra in Sanskrit. Basically, Om is like if you want to have a mantra, but you don't really have anything else to say, you have Om, which it just puts you at peace. It's supposed to be just like a general focusing sound, I guess. That is a really tough choice, honestly. Like, I Am the Walrus is really fun. The Goo Goo Gajoob is literally gibberish. So it's fun that there's actually a song that has gibberish for lyrics against a song that people typically might assume has gibberish for lyrics because they only speak English. But that is a tough choice. I never really noticed the choir section either to Across the Universe until this listen. But there is actually a choir of people composed to kind of sing along with that too. They aren't really singing the lyrics or anything, it's just kind of a backing track, but these days they would have handled that with like a synthesizer, and they just didn't have that kind of voice on a synthesizer back then. Super tough choice, but I think when it comes down to it, the song which has more meaning is the one I'm gonna go with, so I'll pick Across the Universe for my winner today. I really enjoy I Am the Walrus. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, really. In fact, I think it's a little better now than I thought going into the tournament. I appreciate I Am the Walrus a bit more. I always thought it was just kind of a silly, goofy, jokey song, and it is, but the amount of experimentation in there is bonkers. I love it. To put that on a pop record back in 1967 was wildly bold, and I really enjoy that. But Across the Universe really is the song I feel has a lot more meaning. Those are some of the best lyrics that John Lennon wrote prior to, say, like, Imagine. I feel like Imagine may be John's best lyrics, but I don't know, maybe I need to have like a John tournament, but include the songs by the Beatles that John wrote? I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Like, a John Lennon tournament is going to be just John Lennon's solo stuff. The Beatles are hard, because their solo stuff, like, it really is indicative of what you'd hear from them on the solo spectrum, but they were a band. I guess it's the later Beatles stuff that they really diverge from just like the overall Beatles pop sound anyway. I don't know. We've got social media if you want to talk about it. There's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We also have a TikTok account if these videos are a bit too long. Maybe you're irritated by hearing the Beatles backwards in general for that long, so check out the TikTok channel and you can see abridged versions of these videos. I also link the tournament bracket as well as the songs played normally in the description, and also before they play, it's a little late to mention now, but before the songs play or while the songs are playing, you will see a link flash above my head on all of my Beatles videos, and it will link you to the way it's played normally. I say all of my Beatles videos, but I did have someone comment on my very first video the other day, and there ain't shit on that video. I don't have bumper tracks, I don't have any kind of theme coming in, there's nothing. It's just me talking about music straight up with backwards Beatles playing. If you're curious, check out some of my first videos because they are rough. The audio is trash. I feel like the audio on my last video is trash. I hope this one works out all right. I'm in a newer location in the house, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to fix this, but I'm still in a new place, so bear with me while I find my best audio situation. We also have a Cash App and a Venmo, so feel free to throw us a little donation that way if you feel like we need it. It is just me running the video portions of this channel and Cam running my promotion portions of the channel, and it's just the two of us. Neither of us have jobs. Money helps. There's a handle below me if you feel like it, but it absolutely is not required. Keep that in mind. We will keep putting these videos out for free every single day. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have hit 215 subscribers, and that feels good. My goal right now is 250, and after that it'll be 300. I'm just going to keep the goal going up by 50 until we hit 1,000, where I feel like I can actually just kind of say 100. On the subject of subscribing, why don't you share this video with your friends and family members, or anyone you think you know that likes the Beatles in general, or the Unicorns, or White Zombie coming up. Any music fan in your life, you owe it to yourself and to them to let them know about this channel, where we make music compete in a real tournament. Musical masters. Comment down below with which of these two songs you would have chosen if you were on the hot seat today, and that is all the Beatles content I've got going for the day. I'll see you in a few minutes for the last matchup in the quarterfinals for the Unicorns. And if you're not sticking around till then, well, I hope you have a great night, a fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for some more hot music tournament action. Bye. The version we opened the video with, can't remember who did it. Whoever it was, they did a much better version of Besame Mucho. Let me see who it was. I gotta figure that out. Besame, besame mucho.